Hey, my name is Will with Artec Industries, and today we'll be installing the JL Spare Tire Delete Kit. Here's everything that you would expect to get out of the box after you've unpackaged your spare tire delete kit. The main body of the spare tire delete kit, the mount for your camera and your third brake light, the internal bracket. You'll get 4 quarter 20, 3/4 inch long button heads for bolting the internal mount to the external camera mount, and also bolting up your license plate. Last in the box, you'll have 2 LEDs for the top of the license plate. These are optional to install. Depending on where you live, they may or not be needed. Okay, I'm going to go over the tools needed to complete this project. First up is a 7/8 socket and ratchet, 13mm socket and ratchet, a Torx T25 bit. You'll also need a T40 Torx bit. If you have a lock on your factory lug nut for the rear spare tire, you'll need the lug nut wrench off that. Usually the dealer will put that in your glove box. A 5/32 hex head Allen wrench, and a T9 Torx bit for the camera screws. First, you're going to want to pull off your spare tire. By doing that, you'll want to use the T40 Torx bit to pull off your camera protector, and then you'll use your 7/8 to pull off the lug nut. Next, we will take off the whole spare tire mount. Now that we got this off, it is easy. Oops, I bumped the camera. It is easiest if you have a cart. Definitely helps out a lot. We'll be using the Torx T25 bit to remove the camera mount. Now that you've got the 2 Torx screws out, next you'll push on the wheel studs and they'll pop out. Now that you've popped that out, sometimes the camera mount is a little stubborn. If it pops out, great, it's an easier install for you. If not, sometimes you can flip the mount over, take a hammer and a punch, and where you had the 2 Torx screws, there's little rings inside there. If you tap on that lightly, the camera mount will pop out. We need to get the third brake light out and the camera out. And to do that, we need to remove this plastic cover so we can get the electrical wires out that hold those in. To remove these parts, you'll be using a Torx T25 screwdriver or bit on your ratchet. Now that you have the camera mount and third brake light and cover removed from the main body of the spare tire carrier, unscrew them and unplug them and get them prepped for putting in the spare tire delete. Using the T25 Torx bit, you'll unscrew the third brake light. Save the screws. Now you use the T9 Torx bit to unscrew the camera from the camera mount. Now that you've got that done, you pull out the camera and unplug the camera. There's one clip holding in the camera wire. You'll just push that piece out. Cleaned off the surface, we have our loose wiring. We're going to take the main body piece of our spare tire delete, fish the wires through and around the internal vents that are in there, and you've got push up snug. Reuse the mounting hardware that was factory on your spare tire carrier to bolt up our main body. If you've noticed, I've left off the 2 top inside bolts, because that's where our camera mount and third brake light mount bolt to. Now that we have the camera out and third brake light out, we're going to attach it to the new bracket. Since we have made this so compact, you'll need to plug in the third brake light right now before installing the camera and the 2 quarter 20 bolts inside. Now that we've got that plugged in, we can install our camera. When doing this, you'll want to make sure that this third tab or the middle tab on the camera is facing up. The camera orientation does matter. Now we are mounting the camera with the 2/4 20 screws, and it sandwiches in between the outside bracket and the internal bracket. Now that we've got everything bolted together, we're gonna put it on the main tire spare delete. That was horrible. Now that we've got everything bolted together, we can plug in the camera. You'll want to push in the wires and use the remaining 2 factory bolts. There are some options with the spare tire delete that we do send. We send the 2 LEDs. You can install them here for a license plate light. Our client that we're installing this on for did not want them on, so we left them off. One thing that's nice about our JL spare tire delete kit is we keep the camera up high, which gives you a better field of view, opposed to some of the others that mount it down low, which limits your field of view. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and share, and subscribe right here. Seriously, right here.